Hi, well, today I'm here to introduce you to Karen Justi.
Yes.
Karen is the Whole Health Program Manager for the Butler VA.
Correct.
So, Karen, welcome to the Butler Buzz.
Thank you so much for having me today.
So, first off, tell us a little bit more about how long have you been at the VA?
So this is actually my second year within the Butler VA. I've been a nurse for 27 years. I don't even know how that has happened. I'm actually the program manager within the last year, and I'm also a whole health clinical coach at the Butler VA. So that's all part of our whole health program.
So, is this something new at the Butler VA?
It is a new initiative, yes. Within the last few years, this program has truly started to unfold and blossom. And what a gift it is to the local veterans in our area, I have to say. So it's exciting to watch this process come to be, and I am so thrilled to be a part of the, truthfully, as a program manager, I'm at the foothills of watching it.
Right, grassroots.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
So, what is the mission of the Whole Health Program?
So what we're looking at is if you look at VA's mission in general, it's being able to deliver exceptional health care to, honoring our America's veterans,
sure.
right? And providing exceptional health care to be able to empower and equip veterans to have the best health and well-being overall.
Right.
And so what Whole Health is looking, do you know what Whole Health is?
I do, and that's why I wanted to have you on, because I think it's so important.
Awesome. So Whole Health, if you don't mind me sharing.
Sure.
When you think about Whole Health, I always like to share it's a flip of the script. So if you know anything about healthcare in America, we know that it's probably in need of a little tweaking.
Sure.
It can be fixed. And so VA is literally aligned to be at the forefront of making a dynamic change across the nation. We serve the largest entity of healthcare when it comes to our veterans in our nation. So what that is, a flip of the script. Instead of focusing and saying, Tricia, what's the matter with you today when you come into your healthcare visit? We are choosing to instead say, what matters to you?
I love that.
Such a different approach.
Right.
And that approach allows us to align your care to truly what you value, what you hold near and dear to you, so that your health care is delivered aligned with those things that matter, and that you're achieving those goals based on what matters most to you.
Okay. Well, let's share, because I was reading the story about the woman who, when she answered the question, what matters most to you, her response was her grandchildren.
Yes. That's a common one, yes.
Yeah. So can you walk us through how that transpired?
Absolutely. So that actually came about as one of my coaching experiences. I have the unique opportunity to coach veterans one-on-one. And that's part of some of the offerings that we have within our VA. And in that particular instance, what I typically say, what matters most to you? And this particular female veteran answered, my grandchildren. I want to be able to be there for them. I want to be able to get down on the floor and play with them and pick them up in the swimming pool and really be a part of their lives. And so what she found, she has a very busy life. She's a very active grandma. She's doing a lot of things. But she found that her focus was really not where she wanted it to be.
Okay.
And I say that not that the children weren't her focus. She was just doing so many things. And she didn't know how to channel that focus into something specific so that she could then turn into, how do I be this best grandma?
Right.
She was already very physically fit. She was already utilizing this career that was just an amazing career, but something was missing. And how did we find what was missing? So what we did as we started to coach and unfold and unpack all of that was we do a lot of discussion about mindful awareness. We talk about the circle of health, and within the center is me, you, me, the veteran. Surrounding that is what we call mindful awareness, because in order to be in tune to your own health and your own self, you have to be mindfully present. You have to be aware of what your body is telling you. You have to be living in this moment, turning off your autopilot.
Right.
Did you ever drive someplace, get there and think, how did I get there?
Yes.
Did I brush my teeth? Did I take my pills today? That's your autopilot. So turning off autopilot to hear and listen to what's happening to you. Being able to be mindfully present, mindfully aware. And this particular veteran that you're referencing, that was her focus, was how do I become more mindfully present in my day? One of the things that she identified was every day she got up and made a smoothie. It was part of her routine. That was part of her breakfast. Autopilot. And instead, when I challenged her and said, okay, let's just talk about your circle of health. What does mindful awareness look like and mean to you? She said, I have no idea. I've never thought about that. Some people assume it means meditation, and that can be. Some people assume that means an actual practice of meditation. That can be prayer. That can be an actual mindful meditation. It doesn't have to be. It can be something as simple as flipping off autopilot, focusing on your task at hand. And so when this particular veteran chose to make her green smoothie in the morning, she was intentional. She was present. It transferred over into putting a word on her dry erase board on her refrigerator, which was her intention. That eventually evolved into her family, the children, the grandchildren coming alongside and putting an intentional word up. They became part of that plan. It was an incredible practice to watch.
Wow.
And so that focus really shifted how she was able to start her day.
Right, right. Well, I know I find it very, very interesting. Where can our audience learn more about this?
Absolutely. So if you go onto the national site, it's www.va.gov/Whole Health Library.
Okay.
So if you're looking for the Whole Health Library, you can find a ton of information and resources about what initiatives and what whole health looks like at VA. And in Butler in general, if you just give us a call, you can get connected with myself and the other program manager, or there's a program coordinator, the program manager is myself. There are two of us that are truly kind of pushing forward with how this rolls out in Butler.
Right.
And you can talk to us directly and we can share with you all of the offerings that exist within Butler and if there's ideas, we love to hear ideas.
Oh.
We love to hear ideas. Part of the other things that we do within the Whole Health program is some of the community offerings and the creative arts offerings
Right.
that exist. It's whole health.
Right.
It's encompassing everything.
And I'm sure it's getting a wonderful response.
I feel like there is such a positive response. I have to say, people are often taken aback when you stop and say, what matters to you?
Yeah.
What do you want your health for? People think, I haven't been asked that before, and it causes people to take pause.
Well, thank you so much for the services that you and your team provide our veterans. And I encourage everybody to learn more and appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it as well.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Butler Buzz. If you want to see more, just click on the playlist button up here. To keep up to date with all of Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, click on the subscribe button down here. Hey, I suggest you do both. See you next time.